Hello Teacher Sean friends and fans, welcome back to yet another educational English video. I am your new dad, and I love your mother.
Boo, you suck, you are the worst dad in the world. You are the cringiest person on YouTube.
I'm not cringy, bro.
Yeah, you're a real cringy. All of the mean kids from Indonesia even said so. They said your memes are weak and you are bad.
Dude, they're just trolls.
You suck at this, you will never be a successful YouTuber.
Well, anyways, welcome back to yet another educational English video. Today, we're going to learn about some phrases. We're going to be talking about 6 idioms that we use in the USA all the time. These are very easy to understand, super simple phrases that people say often, but unless you know what they mean, you won't get what the people are saying. That's kind of how an idiom works. So pay close attention, because you want to know these and you want to be able to use them properly, and you also want to be able to understand them. So don't blink at all, ever.
Never blink.
Baby, 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 baby. Whoa, baby, 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 baby.
Before we jump into today's video, let's quickly take a look at some of the great comments that you guys have been leaving me over the month. We have Anna Marie, who said, I just found this channel and it's a goat. Well, I think you're a goat, baby. We have Risky. I want to say Risky. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry. Let me know how to pronounce it. You can let me know in the comment section. When I go back to school and my teacher asks me, how did you learn English? I'll say, just watched Mr. Sean's videos. And bro, listen, I'm not Mr. Sean. If anything, call me Sean. But if you want to be cool, like everybody else in the comment section, call me Dad. Jaren Tekeli said, the best part of your video is your accent. I like it. It's so smooth. Brother, you know a way into a man's heart. You're so smooth. Thank you for that dope comment. And lastly, we have Monkey Abroad, who said, you son of a bitch, I'm in. And you know what, Kevin? His name is Kevin, by the way. Kevin's actually my friend. He has an awesome YouTube channel called Monkey Abroad. You should check it out. It's fantastic. He makes great content. So I'll link his stuff in the comment section down below. Not in the comment. What am I talking about? I'm going to link it in the description down below. God, how do you guys like me? Anyways, my next suggestion is that you guys should hop on over to the Discord server. We've got a lot of great stuff going on over there. Feel free to join the conversation. You can talk to me. You can talk to other English learners. We have a dope international community of people from all around the globe chatting with each other, and on a daily basis too. It's fun. It's a fun place. Which brings me to my next part. I got Patreon. I'd love to have some Patreon members. There are so many more things that I offer over on Patreon that I can't really do on my YouTube channel. So feel free to check it out. If any of those things pique your interest, well, thanks. Anyways, now let's learn some English. So before we jump into our list, I think it's very important for us to understand what exactly an idiom is. Because an idiom it's a common word or phrase that's used to mean something that it doesn't literally say. And I know that sounds a little bit confusing. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
What the hell are you talking about, man?
What I'm trying to say is that you can't really understand idioms unless you already know what they mean. These are very common and popular things that are said every single day in the USA, but they could be complicated if you don't know them. So that's why it's important for us to discuss what these mean, and you can have a better understanding of how to use them in the future. And disclaimer, alright? I Do not think that all of these come from the USA. They are used in the USA. There may be equivalents used wherever you're from. I am not saying that America invented these or the Americans invented this language. I know you guys love to go insane in the comment section like a bunch of frickin' village idiots, but that's okay. I love you still.
Aww. Peter, I thought you said you were going to ask Billy to leave. He's still sleeping on the couch out there.
I know, Lois, but I found out he's only here because his wife kicked him out. So I figured out a way to kill two birds with one stone. Like this. The key to that, Lois, is big rock, small birds.
So this first one is to kill two birds with one stone. And what does that mean? Are we actually talking about, boom, throwing a rock and hitting two birds at the same time? Well, we don't really do that. At least I don't do that where I'm from. Maybe some people down in the southern parts of the United States do. No, well, killing two birds with one stone is a way to say getting two things done at one time by doing something. Like maybe you have to go somewhere and pick something up, but you also have a friend who needs a ride in the same direction. Well, by giving them a ride, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're able to help your friend out, and you're also able to get your task done. Another example would be riding your bicycle to work, because not only are you getting a good exercise along the way, you're also finding a transportation to your place of work. So that's another example of killing two birds with one stone. And just to recap, all it means is that you're getting two things done at the same time.
Yeah, but I wasn't...
Am I wrong?
Yeah, but I wasn't over. Give me the marker, dude. I'm marking an 8.
Smokey, my friend, you're entering a world of pain.
Walter, man.
You mark that frame an 8, you're entering a world of pain.
I'm not...
A world of pain.
Look, dude, this is your partner.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Mark it 0.
I love this one. You are entering a world of pain, my friend.
You're entering a world of pain.
Now, a world of pain doesn't mean that you're actually leaving Earth and going to another world that's going to be super painful. No, not even in the slightest doesn't mean that. But what entering a world of pain is, it means that you're giving yourself a lot of trouble. Because of what you are doing, you're going to find trouble. And a world of pain is not a good place to be in, right? An example of that, like that's something that my dad would say to me a lot, or my mother would say to me a lot. If I was being naughty, if I was being obnoxious or doing stupid stuff, that's when they would say it. Like, you're entering a world of pain. And similarly to that, we would also say, walking on thin ice, right? It means the exact same thing. You're going to hurt yourself either physically, emotionally, or mentally by what you're doing. And so a world of pain is not good.
Catherine, go find your way over there. That Colonel Jim is a tall glass of water.
That he is. Tall, strong, commanding.
Oh, and I bet he's like the day and night.
Mary, it's Sunday. Please have some shade.
I will not.
The next one is a tall glass of water. Now, in the video we just watched, we saw them referencing a man as being a tall glass of water. And you could say tall drink of water as well. But either way, it's because water's good. So what you're saying when you're saying that somebody is a tall drink of water, that they are smoking. Baby. Ooh, baby. Yeah, so it's basically saying they're attractive. You want them, right? The same way, like if you're really thirsty and you see a tall glass of water, you just want to grab that water and... Right? It's the same exact concept. It's just with a person. You're obviously not going to turn off their head and then turn them over and drink this person. But a tall drink of water is saying that you want that person. When you're thirsty, I want them. I'm thirsty for you, baby. I'm thirsty for you, baby. So, one thing to remember is that men can be a tall drink of water if you're a woman or if you're a man who's into men. Or you can say that a woman is a tall drink of water if you're a man or a woman who's into women. Totally inclusive. I don't discriminate. A tall drink of water, they're attractive.
No one's denying that things went off course, but let's keep in mind that over the last 18 months, we've opened 24 new branches, and until Tucumcari, the legal work has been flawless.
Well, Cam, you dropped the ball, that's for sure.
The next one is the phrase, dropped the ball. And when you drop the ball, you messed up. You totally messed up. It means that you screwed up, all right? So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that drop the ball comes from the sport of football, where if the player drops the ball, the people on the other team can pick it up. And that's called a fumble. So if you drop the ball, you made a mistake, you messed up, you're in trouble, you're not good. You don't want to drop the ball, ever. But examples of that would be like if you're supposed to do something, right? Maybe your mom said, hey, you need to look after your little brother. Or your wife said, hey, make sure you feed the dog, right, before you leave for work. And you forget, well, all of a sudden, you dropped the ball. You forgot to do what you were supposed to do. You made a mistake. That's right. I'm talking to you, Steve. You made a mistake, Steve.
Lips pursed together as if to say, enough frivolity. Today, we begin work on the album in earnest.
Frank wants us to start everything from scratch.
No color coding.
He's created an entirely new musical notation system.
So coming up now, we have the phrase, start from scratch. And this video did a pretty good job explaining, to an extent, what start from scratch is. But when you start from scratch, it means that you're going from nothing, right? So maybe you're already working on something. Like maybe you're writing an essay for university or for high school, or you're doing a report for work, and all of a sudden you're not doing it right, and you can't really salvage the project, so you have to go back to the beginning and do it all over again. That is starting from scratch. So, for example, if you're building something or you're creating something new, and you don't have anything there before, you're starting from scratch. You're doing it from nothing, is what that means. Starting from scratch means starting from nothing.
Look, I gotta take a leak. And when I come back, if you haven't learned how to lighten up, don't be here. Whatever.
How are you today? I'm Mr. Jellybean.
Hi, Mr. Jellybean. I'm Morty. My grandpa and I are on an adventure.
Nice. Is it a fun adventure?
I hope so. But I'm starting to get nervous that maybe it's gone a little too far off the rails.
Isn't that what adventures do?
Hey, you know what? You're right. Everything's going fine. I just gotta relax and go with the flow.
And this very last one we're going to talk about today is actually off the rails. And when you go off the rails, it means you really messed up, because when you're on rails, right, the rails will take you in a certain direction. Like a train will take you from here to there, and it's only going to take you from here to there because it's on rails that are guided. So if you go off the rails, that means you are way off course. Things are out of your control. They're going crazy. It's a good phrase. It's something that you'll use only to talk about disaster. Like, things are really off the rails right now in the U.S., especially in the U.S., between police brutality and racism and looting and riots, right? Things are off the rails.
Baby, 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 baby.
Whoa, baby, 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 baby.
So just a quick recap for today. Our 6 idioms are killing 2 birds with 1 stone, a world of pain, a tall drink of water, starting from scratch, drop the ball, and off the rails. So use these words and phrases as often as you can. Practice with them. Really, just put them into your vernacular, and you're going to be super happy that you did. Listen, stick around for some affirmation.
Baby, 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 baby.
Whoa, baby, 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 baby.
Now for some much-deserved affirmation. I just wanted to quickly tell you how proud of you I am. I am so happy that you keep coming back to this channel to learn more English, to have some more fun while you learn. This is a great place for all of us, man. We are really building something special here together, helping you learn. So you are doing a great job, and I love
Baby, 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 baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby.
And here we are back at the end of the video. If you are still here, thank you so much for helping me out. It's people like you that stick around all the way to the end that allow my video to get seen by more and more and more people. So thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done it yet, please like, comment, subscribe on this video. That also helps me out tenfold. You have no idea. All the engagement matters. And lastly, check out the Patreon page if you're interested in really bringing your English up to the next level. There's only so much we can do here on YouTube because this is just me interacting with a wall. But on Patreon, we could actually really, communicate with each other and work towards your goals. All right. Have a great one. I'll see you next week.